ideas. That's all we're left with. There's going to be no more thumbs coming down the pipe. It ain't happening. True evolution is to evolve ideas. What do I mean? Well, for instance, how about this?
Politicians have traditionally hidden behind three things: the flag, the Bible, and children.
Throughout most of human history, the notion of coming before people and say, I want to encourage you young people to think for yourself, was simply out of question. The notion of thinking for yourself, making your own life decision, navigating your own career throughout your life, of choosing your own life, of choosing how you want to dress, of choosing where you want to live. Now really, that's pretty recent, as is the notion of progress, and that matter, revolution. Everything has changed. God is no longer a big shepherd. God is no longer the Lord in heaven, the ruler of all the mighty, things like that. The human being is not a sheep. The human being is not a serf. Now, the human being is a worker or a manager. And in the factory assembly line society that we've all grown up through, you're born in a hospital, you're born in a factory, you're born in a little assembly line, and then you're brought home, and then you go off to school, kindergarten, first grade, all the way up, and you're the god of the prophets of the industrial mechanical age are, of course, engineers, and the good human being. The good human being in industrial society is prompt, dependable, reliable, productive, efficient, and of course replaceable.
Circle of life, from alpha to the omega, but you are fast asleep. You don't know who you are. Not that you have to become a Buddha, but only that you have to recognize it, that you have to return to your own source, that you have to look within yourself. A confrontation with yourself. The day one comes to see oneself, whole existence becomes enlightened. It is not that a person becomes enlightened. How a person can become enlightened? The very idea of being a person is part of unenlightened mind. It is not that I have become enlightened. The I has to be dropped before one can become enlightened. So how I can become enlightened? That is absurdity. The day I became enlightened, the whole existence became enlightened. Since that moment, I have not seen anything else.
psychedelic, the better. And guess what? No one's dying from psychedelics. All our thoughts on psychedelics are all based on bullshit propaganda that we heard about people, you know, going crazy or losing their minds on. You're not going to go crazy. You're going to go fucking insane. stuff is going to remove your ego, and it's going to explain to you what the world is really all about, and cut all the surface areas of...
What is the world really about?
We're bacteria.